befriend people and try to, you know, how can I word
I understand. You're befriending people that no good for you. That really don't give
Keep
you.
going. He was headed that way. Keep going.
looking for acceptance, because when I was, you know, I went to all white school,
Mm-hmm.
so, you know, I always would look for, even though they wouldn't really want me around, you know, it started out for me selling weed just to go to parties, just for looking, you know, just to get in the in crowd. And I would look in the mirror, you know, and start to cry because I would want to dress like, I would start dressing like and have my hair, you know, surfer style. And that wasn't me. It was basically insanity.
Mm-hmm. What you have identified is we all want to fit in somewhere. Nobody wants to be the outcast. We all want to fit in, and so as a result, I know we 20, 30, 40, and 50, but we still suffer from peer pressure. And if you are fitting in, you may be in trouble. Because you know what involves fitting in?
Parroting somebody else.
Who?
Parroting somebody
Parroting somebody else. What else? Doing something I really don't want to do. But I want to fit in because my self-esteem that we already identified, right, is too low to stand on its own. So I need to be a part of the crowd, or I need to operate in that criminal behavior so I can get the reward that comes with it. And so yeah, that's a good one. I want to fit in. I want to be a part of the crowd. Well, in recovery, if you're fitting in, it can be. Because sometimes in recovery, you have to stand alone. That means when everybody is going to the club and everybody is doing all those things that I know I can't do, I got to be able to say what?
No.
Huh?
No.
I ain't going. No, I can't go. You got to be able to say that. But you know what that's going to make you look like, don't it?
Square.
It's going to make you look like a punk and a chump. Or a square. Yeah.
L7.
L7. Ain't nothing wrong with being a square.
No lie. Today it is.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Bad relationships.
What? A bad what?
Relationship.
What? Oh, I had to go there. Really? A bad what? Everybody want a relationship. Everybody want a woman, don't we? Why we keep falling off behind the men? No, for real, because most of us fell off behind a relationship, didn't we? Huh?
Yeah.
But a relationship, when I go looking for a relationship, what am I looking for?
Something hedonistic and cosmetic. You don't care about nothing else.
Something what?
Hedonistic and cosmetic.
Well, I'm going to have to hang around you more often. You got words I ain't never heard of before.
You don't even understand.
Hedonistic means that you're seeking pleasure and all you want to do is look good, be on your shoulder.
Okay, because that's going to do what?
Make yourself
That's going to raise my self-esteem. So I got to have somebody on my side. I can't walk in alone
Yeah.
and everybody else got somebody.
That's right.
What else about these relationships?
They ain't gonna go all the way.
Oh, so now we have some expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And when these expectations in the relationship is not met,
Mm-hmm.
I get mad
Yeah.
and then I go use because she didn't meet my expectations.
She been doing what I want her to do.
Whose expectations were they?
Mine.
They were yours. They wasn't hers. I've had to learn that one. That sometimes I can have some expectations that don't match up with the other person's expectations. See, my expectation said we're going to do this, this, and this. And the other person's expectation said, well, I was planning on doing this, this, and this. And then I get mad. Because the literature says that relationships can be, they don't have to be, but they can be a terribly painful area. There's some things that happen when these expectations are not met. You know what they are? You know what? What are they? What happens when these expectations are not met?
Well,
Okay, resentment starts to build. What else?
anger.
I get angry. Y'all own it.
Serenity level darn sure goes the
Serenity level.
opposite way.
The very thing that I've been in search of, I now have allowed someone else.
To get control of it.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
he said that what it is. Listen to this while we going this way. One of the biggest stumbling blocks to recovery seems to be placing unrealistic expectations on ourselves and others. That's the first thing. We think getting out of here on a couple of months, we're supposed to have a job, a car, a house, and all of that stuff in a couple of months. And when that don't happen, we throw it off. 2 days on job search, we ain't got a job, we ready to jump off the building. We tend, he says, relationships can be a terribly painful area. We tend to fantasize and project what will happen.
Yeah.
First mistake. The second mistake. The first one, we place in unrealistic expectations on ourselves and others. 2, we tend to project and fantasize what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Then it says we get angry and resentful if our fantasies are not fulfilled. I'm already in halt, ain't I? I'm feeling lonely because I done felt as a man, when a woman tells us no, it's not just no, it's an attack on our manhood. It's an attack on who we are. A no just ain't no. A no is rejection for us. It is. We forget. There's that word. We forget. We forget. We forget. I'm in a relationship and I forget that I'm powerless over this person. I forget that all of my expectations are not going to be fulfilled in this relationship. I forget. I forget that I don't have control over this person. He says, we forget that we're powerless over other people. The old thoughts and feelings of loneliness, despair, helplessness, and self-pity creep in. All because of this relationship and the expectations that I had of this relationship. As a result, my fantasies ain't met. I'm resentful. I'm angry. Now, self-pity done crept in. I'm feeling lonely again. All these are adding up to be a good recipe for a relapse. Then he says, thoughts of sponsors, meetings, literature, and all other positive input leave us. All because I got into this relationship with some expectations, unrealistic expectations, mind you, and now I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm resentful, and the very things that I need in order to bring me back has just flew out the window. That's wild, ain't it?
Yeah.
How much power the very thing that I say I want has over me if I'm not careful. Let me back up. It says thoughts of sponsors, meetings, literature, and all other positive input they leave our consciousness. Our consciousness. Because remember last 2 weeks ago, we talked about a conscious contact. Was that with y'all? Yeah. We have a conscious contact, so I'm aware of these things. And I go into the relationship aware that I in the past, I fell off behind relationships, right? We believe me, we be thinking about that. We think